Quick like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. You know what's supposed to be harmless? TSA baggage stickers. Those little adhesive tags security puts on your luggage after screening. They mark which airport you flew through, which checkpoint you used, which day you traveled. Most people peel them off and throw them away. Some people leave them on as travel souvenirs, collecting stickers from different airports. Unless the airports on the stickers don't match the trips you took. Unless your wife's suitcase has screening tags from cities she never mentioned visiting. Unless the dates on those stickers correspond to weekends she claimed to be somewhere completely different. I noticed the stickers last Sunday while we were unpacking from what was supposed to be my wife's solo trip to visit her sister in Phoenix. Her suitcase had the usual Phoenix Sky Harbor TSA sticker from her return flight. But underneath there were 3 older stickers she hadn't peeled off. Miami International Airport, Fort Lauderdale Hollywood, Key West International, all from the past 6 months, all from Florida. My wife has never mentioned going to Florida, has no family there, has no business reason to be there. Her sister lives in Arizona. Her work conferences are always in the Pacific Northwest where her company is based. But her suitcase told a different story. TSA stickers don't lie about where you've been. My name is Connor. I'm 37 years old, and I work as an aviation safety analyst for the FAA in Seattle, Washington. I spend my days reviewing flight data, analyzing travel patterns, and understanding airport security procedures. I know exactly how TSA screening works, what those baggage stickers mean, and how to trace travel histories through airline records. I never thought I'd need to use that knowledge to track where my wife had really been traveling. I met Jessica 10 years ago at a friend's birthday party on Capitol Hill. She was working as a pharmaceutical sales representative for a biotech company, energetic and outgoing in ways that balanced my more analytical personality. I was the data analyst. She was the people person. We fit together well. We got married 8 years ago, bought a house in the Ballard neighborhood, a craftsman bungalow with a view of the Sound, and a renovated kitchen. Jessica continued in pharmaceutical sales, working her territory across Washington, Oregon, and occasionally Northern California. I advanced to senior analyst at the FAA, combined income around $218,000. We were comfortable, successful, living well in Seattle. Jessica's job required regular travel, medical conferences, training sessions, client meetings with doctors and hospital administrators. Usually 2 or 3 trips per month, typically 2 to 4 days each. It had been part of her career since before we got married. Normal pharmaceutical sales routine. For the first 6 years of marriage, the travel seemed completely standard. Jessica would tell me about her conferences, complain about delayed flights, bring home branded notepads from pharmaceutical companies. She'd always been transparent about her schedule, show me her calendar, told me which city she was visiting, which hotel she was staying at. Then about 18 months ago, the nature of her travel changed slightly. The trips became more frequent. What had been 2 trips per month became 3 or 4. The destinations shifted somewhat. Instead of primarily Portland, San Francisco, and Sacramento, Jessica started mentioning Phoenix more often. My sister's been going through a tough time, she explained when I noticed the increase in Phoenix trips. I'm trying to visit her more regularly. Plus, I can combine it with work. There are some good medical conferences in Phoenix. Is your sister okay? Just stressed with work and her relationship. She needs family support. You know how it is. It seemed reasonable. Family comes first. And Jessica's sister Amanda did live in Phoenix. Made sense that Jessica would visit more often if Amanda was struggling. Over the past 18 months, Jessica had made maybe 10 or 12 trips to Phoenix. Usually long weekends, Thursday through Sunday or Friday through Monday. She'd send me photos from Amanda's apartment, texts about sister time, updates about their activities. Normal sister visits. Or so I thought. This past weekend was Jessica's most recent Phoenix trip. Left Thursday morning, was supposed to return Sunday evening. Thursday and Friday, I got normal updates. Photos of Jessica and Amanda at restaurants. Texts about hiking in the desert. A selfie of them at some outdoor market. Saturday, communications went quiet. Just one text around 2 p.m. at the spa with Amanda. Phone dying. We'll charge later. Sunday morning, one text, heading to airport soon. Flight at 2 p.m. Love you. She arrived home Sunday evening around 6 p.m. Came through the door with a rolling suitcase, looking tired but happy. How was Phoenix? I asked, hugging her. Great. Amanda's doing better. We had a really good weekend together. What did you guys do? Hiking, spa, some shopping. Just sister stuff. Relaxing. She wheeled her suitcase toward our bedroom. Started unpacking. I was in the living room when I heard her call out. Connor, can you help me with something? I walked to the bedroom. Jessica was struggling with her suitcase. The zipper had caught on some fabric. Can you hold this side while I work the zipper free? I held the suitcase steady while she maneuvered the zipper. Got unstuck. Thanks. I need to get better luggage. This thing is falling apart. She went to the bathroom to shower. I stayed in the bedroom, looking at the suitcase. It was showing its age. We bought it maybe 5 years ago. The exterior was scuffed from frequent travel. The wheels were worn, and the back panel had a collection of TSA baggage screening stickers that Jessica had never bothered to remove. I noticed them before, but never really looked closely. Just assumed they were from her various work trips and Phoenix visits. But something made me look this time. Maybe my FAA training kicking in. Maybe just curiosity. The top sticker was fresh from today's travel. PHX TSA, March 17th, 2025, Checkpoint B. Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Today's date. Made sense. She'd just flown back from Phoenix. But underneath that fresh sticker were several older ones she hadn't peeled off. I bent closer to read them. MIA TSA, February 15th, 2025, Checkpoint D. Miami International Airport. February 15th, 2025. About 5 weeks ago. Below that, FLL TSA, December 8th, 2024, Checkpoint Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International. December 8th, 2024. About 3 months ago. And below that, EYW TSA, October 20th, 2024, Checkpoint 1. Key West International Airport. October 20th, 2024. 5 months ago. I stood there staring at those stickers. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West, all in Florida. Jessica had never mentioned going to Florida. Not once in the past year. Every trip had been Portland, San Francisco, Sacramento, or Phoenix. But her suitcase had TSA screening stickers from 3 different Florida airports spanning the past 5 months. TSA stickers are applied during baggage screening. They're date stamped. They identify the specific airport and checkpoint. They're not something you can fake or apply yourself. If Jessica's suitcase had screening stickers from Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Key West, she'd been to those airports on those dates. But she'd never told me about any Florida trips. I pulled out my phone, checked Jessica's calendar that she shared with me for travel coordination. October 20th, 2024, the Key West sticker date. Jessica's calendar showed Phoenix Amanda visit that weekend. December 8th, 2024, the Fort Lauderdale date. Calendar showed Portland Sales Conference. February 15th, 2025, the Miami date. Calendar showed Phoenix Sister Weekend. Every Florida airport sticker corresponded to a weekend Jessica had told me she was somewhere else. She hadn't been in Phoenix visiting her sister. She'd been in Miami. She hadn't been at a sales conference in Portland. She'd been in Fort Lauderdale. She hadn't been visiting Amanda in October. She'd been in Key West. I took photos of all the stickers. Close-ups showing the airport codes, dates, and checkpoint information. Then I went to my office and did what I do professionally. I analyzed travel data. I logged into our joint credit card account. Searched for charges from October 20th, 2024. Found airline charges from Alaska Airlines. But the routing wasn't SCAPHX like Jessica's calendar claimed. It was SCMIA, Seattle to Miami. Round trip. Total cost, $847. I checked December 8th, 2024. Another Alaska Airlines charge. SCFLL, Seattle to Fort Lauderdale. Round trip, $723. February 15th, 2025. Alaska Airlines again. SCMIA, Seattle to Miami. Round trip, $892. Jessica had been flying to Florida. 3 trips over 5 months. all while telling me she was going to Phoenix or Portland. I checked hotel charges from those same dates. October 20th to 23rd, 2024, Marriott Key West Beachside, $1,456 for 3 nights. December 8th to 11th, 2024, Hilton Fort Lauderdale Beach Resort, $1,234 for 3 nights. February 15th to 18th, 2025, Fontainebleau Miami Beach, $1,789 for 3 nights. Luxury Beach Resorts, 3-night stays, all charged to our joint credit card that I rarely reviewed in detail. I trusted Jessica to manage her travel expenses, but these weren't work trips to budget hotels near convention centers. These were vacation stays at expensive beach resorts, and every one of them corresponded to weekends Jessica had told me she was visiting her sister or attending conferences. I checked Jessica's sister Amanda's social media for those dates. October 20th, 2024, Amanda posted photos from a hiking trip near Sedona with friends. No Jessica in any photos. No mention of her sister visiting. December 8th, 2024, Amanda posted about a weekend pottery class she'd taken in Phoenix. Again, no Jessica. February 15th, 2025, Amanda posted photos from a work retreat her company had held in Scottsdale, posted on Saturday and Sunday of that weekend. Jessica was supposedly visiting her, but Amanda was clearly at a work event without her sister. Jessica had been lying about the Phoenix visits. Amanda hadn't been having a rough time requiring sister support. That was a cover story. Jessica had been taking luxury beach vacations in Florida while telling me she was visiting family or working. But was she traveling alone? Or was someone going with her? I checked the hotel charges more carefully. The Key West Marriott charge showed room for 2 king bed. The Fort Lauderdale Hilton showed Deluxe Ocean View King, double occupancy. The Miami Fontainebleau showed Oceanfront King Suite, 2 guests. Every reservation was explicitly for 2 people. Jessica wasn't taking solo beach vacations. She was traveling with someone. I needed more information. I called a private investigator I knew from work, someone who did background checks for FAA security clearances. His name was Robert Hayes. Robert, I need your help with a personal matter. I think my wife is having an affair. She's been taking trips to Florida that she's hidden from me by claiming to visit her sister. I have TSA stickers from her suitcase proving she was in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Key West. I have hotel and flight charges, but I need to know who she's traveling with. Send me what you have. I'll start digging. I sent Robert everything. The sticker photos, the credit card statements, the flight confirmations I'd pulled from Jessica's email. He called me back 3 hours later. I have a name. Jessica's been traveling with someone named Marcus Dalton. Found him listed as co-travelers on the flight manifests. He purchased his tickets separately, but they have adjacent seat assignments on all 3 Florida trips. Who is Marcus Dalton? Pharmaceutical sales rep. Works for a competing company, CorMed Pharmaceuticals, based in Seattle. I found his LinkedIn and social profiles. Robert sent me Marcus's information. I looked at his LinkedIn profile. Marcus Dalton, 39, senior sales representative at CorMed Pharmaceuticals, based in Seattle. His profile showed he'd been in pharmaceutical sales for 12 years. Same industry as Jessica, likely someone she'd met through work conferences or client overlaps. His Facebook profile was mostly private, but his profile photo showed an athletic guy with dark hair, professional headshot. His relationship status wasn't listed. So Jessica had been taking romantic beach vacations with Marcus Dalton, a competitor pharmaceutical sales rep, 3 times over the past 5 months. Flying to Florida, staying at luxury resorts, all while telling me she was visiting her sister or attending work conferences. I spent Monday gathering more evidence. Called Jessica's sister Amanda directly. Hey Amanda, it's Connor. Quick question. When was the last time Jessica visited you in Phoenix? Oh gosh, it's been a while actually. Maybe last summer? We keep talking about getting together, but our schedules haven't aligned. What? Just trying to coordinate some family stuff. Thanks. So Jessica hadn't visited Amanda in Phoenix in at least 8 months. Every Phoenix sister visit over the past 18 months had been a lie. I checked Jessica's pharmaceutical company conference schedule, called her office pretending to be verifying her attendance for reimbursement purposes. Hi, I'm calling from accounting. I need to verify Jessica Hayes' conference attendance for expense reimbursement. Can you confirm she attended the Portland Sales Conference on December 8th to 11th, 2024? Let me check. No, we didn't have a Portland conference in December. Our winter regional was in San Francisco, January 15th to 17th. How about any Phoenix conferences in February 2025? No Phoenix events this quarter. Our Phoenix conference isn't until April. None of the conferences Jessica had claimed to attend existed. Every work trip had been fabricated. Tuesday evening, I arranged for Jessica to come home to a confrontation. She walked in around 6 p.m. from her actual work day at the office. Hey, how was your day? She asked. Interesting. I learned a lot about TSA baggage screening procedures. She looked confused. What? I pulled out her suitcase from the closet, sat on the coffee table, pointed to the TSA stickers on the back panel. Tell me about these. She looked at the stickers. I watched her face change as she realized what I was pointing at. Those are just travel stickers from different trips. I know what they are. I work for the FAA. I know exactly what TSA screening stickers mean. This one is from Miami on February 15th. This one is from Fort Lauderdale on December 8th. This one is from Key West on October 20th. I can explain. You told me you were in Phoenix visiting Amanda on February 15th. But this sticker proves you were in Miami. You told me you were at a Portland conference on December 8th. But you were in Fort Lauderdale. You told me you were with your sister in October. But you were in Key West. I pulled out my laptop, showed her the credit card statements. Alaska Airlines flights to Miami, to Fort Lauderdale, to Key West, Marriott Key West Beachside, Hilton Fort Lauderdale Beach Resort, Fontainebleau Miami Beach. 3 luxury beach vacations over 5 months. All charged to our joint credit card. All what you told me you were visiting family or at work conferences. Connor, I'm sorry. I called Amanda. She hasn't seen you since last summer. I called your office. None of those conferences you mentioned existed. Every trip was a lie. I showed her the flight manifests Robert had pulled. You were traveling with Marcus Dalton, pharmaceutical sales rep from CorMed. Sat next to each other on every flight. Shared hotel rooms at beach resorts. For 3 trips spanning 5 months. Her face crumpled. She started crying. How long have you been seeing Marcus? About 2 years. 2 years. Longer than just the Florida trips. And the Florida trips? We started doing those about 6 months ago. Wanted to get away somewhere different. Somewhere we could relax without worrying about running into people we know from Seattle. So you chose Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Key West. Beach destinations. Romantic getaways. While telling me you were visiting your struggling sister, who actually had no idea you were claiming to spend time with her. I didn't mean to hurt you. You took luxury vacations with your boyfriend using our money. You lied about visiting your sister. You fabricated work conferences. You charged $5,000 in beach resort hotels to our joint credit card. Every single part of that was designed to hurt me less than the truth would have. What are you going to do? I pulled out divorce papers my attorney had prepared. I'm filing for divorce. You'll be served tomorrow. The filing documents your affair with Marcus Dalton, the 3 Florida trips, the false claims about visiting family, and the misuse of joint funds for affair-related travel. You're divorcing me over 3 trips? I'm divorcing you over 2 years of lies. 3 documented luxury vacations with your boyfriend are just the evidence I found because you forgot to remove TSA stickers from your suitcase. Where am I supposed to go? Go to Marcus. You've been choosing him over me for 2 years. You took him to Key West, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami for romantic beach getaways. Go be with him officially. Marcus is married. I stopped. Excuse me. Marcus is married. He has a wife. That's why we had to go to Florida, somewhere neither of us knew anyone, so we wouldn't get caught. You've been having an affair with a married man, taking trips to Florida to hide from both your spouses, and charging the vacations to my credit card. It's complicated. It's fraud. You used marital funds to finance an affair with another married person. That's not complicated. That's theft and adultery. I pulled out my phone. Found Marcus Dalton's wife on Facebook. Her name was listed in his profile information. Sarah Dalton. I sent her a message with the flight manifests and hotel receipts attached. Mrs. Dalton, you don't know me. My name is Connor Hayes. Your husband Marcus has been having an affair with my wife Jessica for the past 2 years. I've attached flight records and hotel receipts from 3 trips they took to Florida over the past 5 months: Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Key West. They flew together and shared rooms at luxury beach resorts. I thought you deserved to know. I'm filing for divorce from Jessica this week. Jessica was staring at me in horror. You just told his wife? She deserves to know her husband has been using their money for beach vacations with his girlfriend. Just like I deserve to know my wife was doing the same thing. You've destroyed both our marriages. You destroyed your marriage when you started sleeping with Marcus. You destroyed his marriage when you started taking him on romantic getaways. I'm just making sure the truth comes out. She tried to argue, to explain, to justify. But I was done. I told her to pack a bag. She could stay somewhere else tonight. We'd coordinate through attorneys. She left around 9 p.m. I sat in our house looking at her suitcase on the coffee table. Those TSA stickers that had revealed everything. If she'd just removed them like most travelers do, I might never have known. But she'd left them on, probably not even thinking about what they proved. And they'd exposed 2 years of lies. The divorce moved quickly. Jessica tried to argue I had no proof of the affair beyond circumstantial travel evidence. My attorney presented the TSA stickers, the flight manifest showing Jessica and Marcus as co-travelers, the hotel reservations for 2 people, the credit card charges, and testimony from Amanda confirming Jessica hadn't visited her in Phoenix. Mrs. Hayes systematically deceived Mr. Hayes about her travel for at least 5 months, possibly longer. She fabricated family emergencies and work conferences to cover luxury vacations with her affair partner. She used marital funds to finance these trips. The TSA baggage screening stickers from her own suitcase prove she was in Florida on dates she claimed to be in Arizona and Oregon. We also presented evidence from Sarah Dalton, who'd filed for divorce from Marcus the same week I contacted her. She confirmed Marcus had told her the same lies. Fake work conferences to cover the Florida trips. Jessica had to reimburse me for the $5,000 plus she'd spent on Florida hotels and flights for her affair. I kept the house. She got 25% of remaining joint accounts. No spousal support. 8 years of marriage ended because my wife forgot to remove TSA stickers from her suitcase. I heard what happened after. Marcus's wife divorced him. Marcus and Jessica tried to continue their relationship once they were both single and free. It lasted 6 weeks. Turned out the affair had been exciting because of the secrecy and the exotic locations. When it became a normal relationship in Seattle without beach resorts and hidden getaways, they had nothing in common. About a year after my divorce, I met someone at an aviation safety conference. Her name was Lisa, air traffic controller, understood travel logistics and transparency. On our 4th date, she asked about my divorce. I noticed TSA baggage stickers on my wife's suitcase. They were from airports she'd never mentioned flying through: Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West. When I checked her credit card statements, I found she'd been taking luxury beach vacations with another man while telling me she was visiting her sister. Lisa nodded. TSA stickers don't lie. Exactly. I work for the FAA. I know how baggage screening works. Those stickers are date stamp proof of where you traveled. My wife had stickers from 3 Florida airports on dates she claimed to be in Phoenix and Portland. How did you verify? Check flight records and credit cards. Found she'd been flying to Florida with a man named Marcus Dalton, another pharmaceutical sales rep. They'd taken 3 trips together over 5 months, staying at expensive beach resorts. All while she told me she was visiting family or at work conferences. What about her sister she was supposedly visiting? I called her sister. She hadn't seen my wife in 8 months. All the Phoenix visits were fabricated. Every conference was fake. The TSA stickers were the first clue that unraveled 2 years of lies. We've been together 11 months. Lisa's suitcase has TSA stickers from real trips we've taken together. Denver, Nashville, Boston, all documented, all honest. My wife's suitcase had TSA PreCheck stickers. From airports she never flew through. Miami International, Fort Lauderdale Hollywood, Key West International. All dated, all verified, all proving she'd been somewhere she'd never mentioned. On dates she claimed to be somewhere else. Phoenix visiting her sister. Portland at a conference. But the stickers told the truth. She'd been in Florida, at luxury beach resorts, with Marcus Dalton, for romantic getaways. While I believe her lies, until I noticed the stickers she forgot to remove, and they exposed everything. 2 years of affair, 3 documented trips, $5,000 of beach vacations, all charged to her credit card, all hidden behind fake family visits, all revealed by adhesive tags from TSA screening. That proved where she'd really been. The stickers don't lie. They never do.